Toxic and narcissistic relationships are draining by nature. So a lot of people who finally have the courage and all of the resources they need and the support they need in order to safely exit a toxic, abusive, narcissistic relationship, they will find that they might have a surge of energy just to get them out of this toxic relationship. But what happens in the aftermath is there's a recovery phase. You feel maybe a surge of energy at first, but then it starts to die down. Your energy starts to feel like it's less and less because your body has taken such a toll. And to actually exit the relationship, you're in fight mode. It's not just freeze or flight. It's actually you're fighting for all your rights, especially if you have lots of things with that romantic partner, property, children, a lot of investments together. So you're going to feel that surge of energy at first, but afterwards you're going to feel a drop in energy because it's taken a lot out of you. It's draining. The relationship was draining and the fight to escape is draining. And the longer you're in this relationship, the longer it takes to recover. You're going to reminisce on the days that you were really highly productive and where you had more affluence and where you had maybe more friends. But a lot of that happens to go away when you go through a breakup. Let's say it's a divorce, or you were in a long-term relationship and you built some things together and had investments together. There's going to be a period of lull in your life. And so you need to actually accept that period and embrace it as part of your healing journey. And just know that even when you're going through a breakup with someone who you want to break up with, you're still going to go through the grieving process. So allow yourself to go through the whole cycle of the grieving process. And as part of that grieving process, you're going to experience the loss of having your family under the same roof if you had children with this person, having those vacations together, and even having those family rituals and routines. It's going to be hard. So as if the whole toxic relationship, potentially a toxic childhood that led to developing toxic relationships in your adult life, isn't draining enough. And as if the whole fight to separate and set those healthy boundaries with toxic people in your life isn't enough. But now starting to build a new life with new routines and healthier relationships is also going to be draining. It takes a lot out of you. So you really want to be mindful of the fact that you're going through all of this stuff and it takes a toll on you. And it also takes time to go through these. You might have actually overworked yourself in the past. And so now you're still thinking that you have to be as high achieving. And that's probably your inner critic talking to you and telling you that you're not doing enough. But you have to practice self-compassion, be mindful of your inner critic, be mindful of your surroundings and the people in it, and just take note of any toxicity outside of yourself and any kind of toxic self-talk that you might have inside of yourself, because they really need to be dealt with so that you can actually have the time and space you need to recover. You've gone through a lot and it's going to take some time to heal. So give that to yourself. And if things are going slower for you in your social life, in your career, with regards to your achievements, and if things are going slow for you, even in your romantic life, because it takes time to find that a person that is going to be good for you, share the same values, respectful, loving, that good match takes time. All these rebuilding your life takes time. So make sure that you give yourself that time. Lord knows you've been through so much, and it doesn't all change in a day, but it's those little steps. You've already gone through the milestone of, going through the separation and the breakup process. That's a big accomplishment. There are so many more accomplishments along the way in your healing journey, and you're well on your way, but just know that it's different for each person, and we don't always have the insight to know what that looks like for us personally. But one day when you look back, you're going to say, oh, I probably needed that time to recover. That's probably why I'm experiencing a lull in my life, and it feels like it's never going to end. But when you look back one day, you're going to say, oh yeah, I did myself a favor by giving myself that time. So give yourself that time.